Hey guys, my name is Nora Franch, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at CatholicMindsetCoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessed Mess Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey friends, we are reading from Voices of Recovery, page 330 is the excerpt for November 25th. We give up fear and indecision, knowing that if we are sincere, our higher power will give us the knowledge of our best course in life, along with the willingness and ability to follow that course, even when it seems difficult and uncomfortable. And that is from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions of Overeaters Anonymous, page 24. Here's the reflection. My recovery depends on releasing fear and trusting God. Intellect and self-will demand attention if I let them. I feel incredible serenity when I turn to God instead. Decisions are made. Clarity and wisdom flow through me. These things only happen as I practice steps 3 and 11 in my life. Only then can I keep my precious abstinence. I really like that part about decisions are made and clarity and wisdom flow through me. And I just want to say it's just funny, just taking the veil off here or pulling back the curtain. The idea to start this podcast was just like, I was like, I could do that. There was a lot of forethought. There's a lot of personal growth work and a lot of brainstorming, but like all of a sudden I wasn't thinking about doing this at all. I was trying to get clarity on who I was called to serve. And like this idea popped in my head and I was like, I'm not going to do that. Like, shh, stop it. But for some reason I just kept hearing it over and over again, that this clarity and decision, and then how easy it is for me to come on here and talk just like I'm at a meeting. And I really do see that right now. Hopefully I'm not putting my foot in my mouth or something, but I really do see that of evidence of God in my life and evidence of recovery and being able to hear my higher power working in my life and to cooperate with it. On the other side of that coin, I struggle to sit when in doubt and wait for a decision. So they said we give up fear and indecision, knowing that if we are sincere, our higher power will give us the knowledge of our best course in life, along with the willingness and ability to follow that course, even when it seems difficult and uncomfortable. That is hard to do in practice. I think that's pretty much a global truth, a universal truth. But I also just want to say, like, fear and indecision. So a few things about fear and indecision. First off, we're supposed to pause when in doubt, right? That's what the big book says, and wait for the right idea to come. And there's also, I really like this phrase in OA, when in doubt, leave it out. Like if you're looking at a piece of food and you're like, is that on my abstinence list? And you're like, well, technically it's okay, but just leave it out. Just don't. Put it back. Drop it. Okay, moving on. Fear and indecision. All right, in the coaching world, those are known as indulgent emotions, and those are ones that that can just make you spiral and you never get out of them. They're like a self-feeding, thought virus, where it just like propels itself and it can burrow in. And I like to describe them as unuseful, because nothing good comes from like being afraid and hiding in a closet, or nothing good comes from just being like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. You know, sometimes we don't have time to sit and wait for the right decision. And so then we just, throw a Hail Mary and we pray to God that, you know, our instincts are guiding us somewhat correctly. But a lot of the time, either we sit and wait, and really sometimes nothing does come to me. And then I fall back on, with action comes clarity. And I have found that to be true as well. And Father Jacques Philippe talks about that in different wording, but he talks about that same principle in his book, Interior Freedom, and how, we sit and we wait and we ask God and we listen and we wait and we pray, but sometimes we really don't get an answer. Sometimes we really don't feel pulled one way or the other. And so all we have left to do, and I've done this too, I said, okay, God, like I've decided I'm not getting any clear persuasion one way or the other. So I'm going to do this. So if you don't want me to do this, can you please just like smite me or something or talk from the heavens before I do it? Because I'm going to do it by like tomorrow. So just a heads up. And at least, that's a prayer of trust too, like going forward and trust and confidence that like if it is truly the wrong thing, it will become clear to you before you do it. And part of that does take foresight. We can't be flying by the seat of our pants all the time. And I think that's a big part of why meditation and prayer is one of the tools of the 12 steps, a daily tool that we are meant to use daily, because that keeps us engaged with our higher power. It keeps that connection stronger so that intuitive thoughts do come more easily. And it also just gives a little bit more feedback through every day on a daily basis to slowly like chip away and form and shape us into truer versions of ourselves and more thoughtful, more prudent human beings. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, keep up the good work. Keep coming back. Works when you work it, and work it because you're worth it. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.